Hello, Froggies. It's Sumo Froggie here for another build and chill. Let's keep going with this SF-24 Ferrari Formula One car. I wonder how many bags I'll get through today. Let's go for one. See how we go. We're on to number 3 now. Oh, maybe that was too loud. Sorry. Well, I'm excited. Is always a fun build. Formula One cars are really nicely detailed, and it's just the little technical things, you know. That is the magic of Lego Technic. All right, 2 little bags this time. 2 little bags this time. Where were we? We were page. Let's find our page first. Well, it tells us bag 3. So, oh, that looks like a gearbox. Where did we go? Rear assembly. I think we were like page 60. Yes. And we just built the upright for the airbox. And I think we'll finish, there we are, page 75. Number 3. So, bag number 3 and this extra piece here. So let's put that, let's crack open the little ones. Ah, this looks like we're building the rear assembly. So that's the engine, gearbox, rear drive shaft, rear suspension. That's nice. So we'll be joining front and back. I like that approach. I thought they'd sort of, you know, build on from the back, but I think we'll build another unit and then we'll join them. So that's also an effective approach. I think, oh geez, I can't remember. I think the last Mercedes was also the same. Whoop. But what that tells me is you can split the instructions. Someone can do bags 1 and 2, and someone else can do bags 3, maybe 4. Does bag 3 build all of this? Let's jump ahead. Let's be a bit cheeky. Yeah. Okay. There's a differential. Okay, so it looks like bag 4. Well, step 183, 81, you join them. Is this still bag 4? Let's see if we find bag 5. You know, I haven't really done this before. I haven't jumped ahead in instructions. I feel it's like sometimes I go to the end of a book and I read the ending first. And then I piece together how we got there by reading the book. It's one way of doing it. Not, well, don't know if it's not recommended, but okay, bag 5. So yeah, you could do bags 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, make them separately, and then join them at bag 5. So it's kind of like a 2-person build if you want to share, if you like sharing your Legos. Mooding says hi. Hello. So up to you, really, how you like to share Legos. When I'm building with friends, we take turns, and I just have to trust that they haven't missed anything. And it's okay if they do. We can just go back and sort through it. Yeah, but it's nice to build with friends. Doing things together is pretty good. That's a differential. I got the rear suspension arms here. I can maybe plonk them down there. Not doing a full sort. I have been enjoying sort of picking from the pile, maybe taking out the largest pieces and then picking all the bits and pieces out as I need them. Okay, let's get started. 4 of the pins. I still haven't looked up what these are called. I guess they're pins. Go on the sides. I believe we have a Grand Prix coming up next week. Might be the Emilia Romagna. Is that how you say it? Let's have a look. It is in Italy, at Imola, I believe. Let's see. Season. Italy, yes. Edel Emilia Romagna. Round 7, 16th of May. So that is next weekend. I'm excited. Does anyone follow Formula One here? Put a comment what your favorite team is right now or favorite driver. I've been really impressed with the rookies this year. Bit sad about Mick Doohan, but Alpine is a very interesting situation. Now, okay, so I'm not sure if you can see, but there's little U shapes inside the part. The blacks are not coming up very well. So I'll just use this as an example. It sort of slides in, whereas from the other side it doesn't. It can't slide in. Yeah, I wonder if we can see it on the side of the screen there. There it is. So you got to orient that the right way because I'm not sure why in this case. Maybe it doesn't make a difference. I'm not going to find out. I'm just going to follow the instructions. So we want 4 pins. 1, 2, 3, 4. So these are the like 2 and 1. So they're they sort of like through pins. They usually like push through and they join and tie together pieces. So they want us to preload this. Make sure I'm oriented the right way. Yeah, these also like fun little details of building you just have to pay attention to. Orientation of pieces and things like that. Not in the way that I like to, which is being a bit pedantic, but more in the way of assembling it correctly. Yeah. I think these might be for sitting gears. No? Okay. I have no idea. Now, what are we doing? We are putting this in the middle and pushing the pins through. 1. Let's go across. Let's do a star pattern. And 4. 4 pins. And we need pieces with a ball socket. 2 brown pins. Is there any orientations here? No, it doesn't make a difference. So they go through. Oh, don't roll away, please. And these go down. Okay. So, more inboard shocks, I hope. Yes. You can see inboard shocks running in line with the car, front, back. Now, what is the piece we need? Okay, there's 1. There's 2. So we pop it through the black end. I presume that's the bottom. And that would be the top. Top and the bottom. Snaps into there. And we repeat. Okay, now we have 2. Let's drop my table down a bit. Okay, we have 2, and how do they attach? Oh, very interesting. So we have to maintain an L. So that's got to be facing back. And make sure they're perpendicular. We build this assembly. There we go. And what do we need? We need this, and we need the red, which is a hybrid. I wonder if these ever come in blue or if they're only in red. Questions I could find out with a Google. Actually, if I visit Bricklink, you can just look up the part number, and then it's great. It gives you all the variations, possible variations of color. Okay, so okay, L. There you go. So something will push on this, and then it'll be sprung. It's very cool. So nice that they're mimicking what is actually on cars. I don't know if like Le Mans cars have it as well. LMP1s, LMP2 cars. I think I raised this question last time. Okay. Rod, control arm. What would that be called? Is there an orientation? Yes, the notch faces to the top of the spring. One and then the second one. Oh, this is a fun assembly. Blue L. Are we making one? No. One at a time. Yes. Okay. 1, 2, 1. And one of the grays. And do we do this? That it looks like that goes through from the bottom. It's very interesting. I don't think it makes a difference. And that pops in through the bottom here. Oh, maybe it does, because this has a little lip. And I guess that lip sits in that groove. If we can see the groove here. And when it's in the groove, it locks into place. So orientation does actually matter. But is this something you are concerned with? Maybe just me. Yeah, what kind of not pet peeves, but building approaches you'd sort of take? You try and stick as close as you can, or you just like, whatever, I'll just chuck it all together and see what happens? I try to at least follow what they suggest. I'm not maybe always there. Maybe I'm too much there. But it does sort of ease my mind knowing my default is to try and follow as close as possible. That faces in. Oh, that should go that way. Okay. There we are. Took a piece I didn't need. All right, take a 7. What do we got here? 2, 4, 6, 7. 2 black pieces. The 2 long blue pins. I need to roll my sleeves up for this one, I think. Okay. Once again, it goes through from the bottom. And I just sort of push through. It's quite good. 2 pins, So 4 pins going down, creating a lock into there. And that creates, I guess, rigidity across. And that's in. Okay, little shake. Trying to improve the lighting here. Yeah. Ironically, it's the glare that helps you see the detail. All right. Next page. Great. Straight into the arms. One at a time, I think. So we want a white collar and a pin. Reassemble. Ooh, what is my camera doing? That's new. 1 second. I wonder if that's the image stabilization. I've never seen it oscillate like that. I wonder if it's a consequence of me moving the light. Interesting. Anyway, on we go. So, building this up. Does it go all the way through? No. Let's leave it a bit. Yes, because the next step, we have to push that all the way through. And we are taking one of these and one of these. So which way does it go? This way. So push it through there first. And let's orient this up because that's what they're asking for. Do I have the dexterity? There it is. It's a bit off camera there, but there you go. I guess that's going to get fixed down and then this will pivot either this way or that way. But very nice. And all right, so we load it. I see. So that goes through there, the brown, and then we lock it in. Hopefully this is free. Hopefully we lock that in. Oh, and we have to put in one of these to lock down this. Hey, all right. Maybe that's another step. And we repeat for the other side. So let's build that up. Whoop. This guy just shut off the table. How are we doing there? What's going on with the autofocus? That's also interesting. Focus cancelled. Spot focus. Okay. I'm going to build this and then I'm going to play with my camera settings. So, goes through. And then the pin technique. must say it's quite a fun technical journey going through streaming or doing streaming. I'm sort of learning this camera as I go. It's my first mirrorless, actually. I have had DSLRs, point and shoots, but yeah, new territory. And now we pop it on. Okay, let's get it on there. And let's have a look at this camera. Okay, yes. I seem to have had to exit recording mode and switch through, but we're back. And let's build this up. Okay, we're building. I guess this is the beginning. This is the gearbox. So now we're building the rear gearbox, which makes sense because gearbox sort of lives towards the back. Presuming the drive shafts will be here, so it's got to turn the wheels. Is it a differential? Yes, I think it's a differential. Okay, and two pieces joining on the end there, either side. And they go into a T. This is George Russell, T-pose, Mr. T-pose. So apparently they made like 3 of the tall drivers do the T-pose, and they went with George's. That's what I heard. It's quite funny. It's very cute. This also has orientation. Yeah, you can see it. Same, those notches. Okay, they go in towards the back there. Oh, this is a bit finicky. I don't know if you can see that sort of the tolerance of the lip. It's very, well, it's a millimeter. And not exactly Formula 1 tolerances, but pretty good for Lego, I think. Unless there's like super tight fitting Lego sets that I've never built. Or they never released. Who knows? Maybe you do. Let me know in the comments. Okay, 2 pins are in. White and I see. Okay, and where is the differential? 1, 2. Oh, that's not the part I want. What is the part that I want? I want this one, and I want these 3 little gears. Sprockets? What are the names? And the drive cups, maybe? Okay, let's build this guy up. So, this also has a little notch. I think you can see there. And that allows, it's not on this side, but it is on this side. So it allows this gear to seat itself. So what we'll do is we'll put the middle gear in first. And then we'll do gear at the top. One side and then the other side. And that sits in there first with this facing to the left. And then we put one pin through there and another pin through there. So what this does is it allows one wheel to be stopped and the other wheel to keep spinning. I think a limited slip differential only allows that a certain amount, and it doesn't lock it, but you can control that, so you can sort of force both wheels to rotate at the same rate or similar rates, or I don't know the full engineering behind it. And then you can lock it completely, so it's a fixed axle. And you can do fun things. I think drifting, they use these sort of LSDs or lock diffs, and then you can really control the slide. Haven't been drifting. I've only tried to drift remote control cars, but would love to try drifting full-size cars. Okay, so this is how we get. Whoop. There we go. And you can see, the fit is a bit tight there, but you can see now the rotation. And then if I hold this, still rotates. So good. So you can do different things like, usually these are in oil. And then by changing the viscosity of the oil, you can change how it behaves. And it's quite cool in RC cars, remote control cars. You can really play with that and get different driving feels. Not that I've tried, but I've read a lot about that. I'm quite basic in terms of a mechanic, remote control car mechanic. Maybe I'll build a remote control car here on this channel. What do you think? Is that a good idea? Or do you just want me to stick to Legos? Always open to feedback. I really want to build an MOC. Maybe the next set will be a MOC. I'll dig out that Vespa and I'll finally get around to building it. I think I have the instructions somewhere. Okay, so this goes on top. How? Gotcha. That's how. So these pins slot into the red, I believe. Yes. It's the only way. So annoying. It doesn't align, so it actually pushes the pins back through. You can see if I do it that way. There is something to be said about having some precision. Maybe just got to get the first, there we go, get it started. And I can push those down. In they go. All right. Oh, I see why that's loose. So it looks like something will go through here, this one, and there. We put that aside. We're building. What are we building here? Oh, this is maybe the gearbox. Yes, high-low. And what do we need? We need a pin with one side that's short. The gray gear. So feed that gray gear on. I don't know if there's an orientation difference here. If it makes a difference. But one side of this gear actually has Lego details printed. I wonder if you can see that. No. But yeah, take a closer look at this stuff. If it interests you, it's quite fun. Okay, this face down. That goes in the middle. So it does help loading. You can sort of slip it in and then through. So that would be why that's there. And put this guy through. Oh, now this fits. Interesting. Now, I don't think there's orientation matters here. In that goes. Okay, we want a 4 length blue gear and one of these collar things. What is the order? Okay, so pop this guy through. And then this is a spacer. Can I hold it and show you at the same time? Yes. Oh, there we go. Was I meant to push all the way through? We will find out if that was the right decision. But it's in and we move on. So orange, blue, half, half stud, or not stud, half cross thingy and half pin, cross pin. So these go all the way in. Oh, they wanted us to pre-assemble, but yeah, it still works. Doesn't really bother me, do anything. Oh, I see. Okay, they go on the bottom. I thought that would attach, but I guess it's kind of a spacer. And then we want to put the collar on these two long blue pins. Let's make two of them. Where do they go? They go to the end here. Right, I guess that thing we built before sits on top. And then it drives one gear, which drives at one speed, and then it drives the other speed, which is high, I presume high speed or low speed, basically. Okay. Oh. Ah, this is the shifting mechanism. Cool. And that is this white piece. Pops in. And the green. Ooh, these have, so this is nice. These have got little teeth on the inside. And I believe they match up. So when you pop them in, it rotates and then there's a bit of play, but then it starts to turn it. So when you select, you can slide this back and forwards and it'll on a shaft and it'll interlock with this, or in this case, the red. And then it'll start turning, but there's a bit of room for it before it interlocks. And oh, this goes in the middle. Yeah, interesting. That's right. So this gives it an ability to be mounted if I put it in the right way. Looks like there's only one way. Oh, it's sprung. Yeah, there's a little spring there. And it locks into these grooves on the white piece. But there is something about the way you put it in. So there's a bit of give there, and a bit of it from the, like pressing down. So there's a bit of give. Okay, in that goes. Oh, didn't stay. Let's try that again. Oh, that did. Oh yeah. Okay. So that's what allows it to slide left and right and lock in to one position or the other. And we want a black number 4. Yes. So let's seat it in there. So now it's rotating there. Slot that in. So you spin it and then it's turning that gear. But this guy can freewheel. And then you shift. This one freewheels, but it's turning the... So if you hold it, it doesn't move. And then you shift it back. And very simple gearbox. Clutch. Clutch? Gearbox? Both? Is this the clutch? I guess that's a clutch. Okay, this goes on top. Whoop, sliding away. There we go. It's quite neat. Very cool. Okay, now that mounts onto the back here. So easy to get lost just playing with this stuff before you've even finished the thing. Oh, does that? Okay, so that's. What is that turning? Yeah, we'll see what comes next. I'm trying to work out what goes where, how it goes what. But maybe it's a mystery of the universe. Okay, we're building 2 of these, so we need 4 black pins. 4, and 4 longer pins. 1, 2, 3, 4. And let's do this simultaneously. So let's do the black pins at one end, and then it's 4 from the other end. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okie doke. And it has to face that way, and it looks like we come through from the other side. And 1 space in between. I messed up. You can maybe see, I've got to move this one down. Okay, and this attaches where? Where does this attach? To the side. Ah, interlocking these. Very good. Let's see if I can do 4 at once. Seems to be the standard. There we go. That went a lot smoother than I expected. And the other side. Hey, that also went very smooth. What is going on here? Okay, we need one of these, a black pin and a yellow crossbar. Crossbar? Is that the right? Maybe that's a good term for it. So, crossbar's there. Plug it in, and where does this go? In the back. At the bottom. Like that. Oh, okay. So, we don't repeat, we keep building. One of these, an L. One of these, got the long guy. 3 pins. And 1 red. So the crossbars go in. Is there an orientation? Okay, yes, this way. So then we attach a bunch of pins to this. And we mount it onto this. That looks about right. Okay, where does this now go? So we have to align this a certain way. So we got to leave this one piece overhanging in a way. So I think I've got that right. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's see if I can do this. Hey, oh, see how like it's bent, but oh, because I've got to attach it at the top. What do you know? There's little details. Okay, that's done. And now we go for the other side. Black pin, T, and a yellow bar. And it goes in here. All right, let's build another long piece. We need a red hybrid, blue hybrid, which is hiding in this white collar. 3 black pins. Oh. Gray and an L. So at the back here, side, 2 on the side, and we attach it. And once again, so we repeat that operation. I believe that's 4, and there's gap left there. Oh, geez, that went really fast. Easy. And that's in. Hey, so now we've got a bit of rigidity, even torsional strength. Like, it's a bit of flex if you try and twist it, but that's pretty good. And 2 pieces. Where are they going? They are going in the side. Hey, we're joining up the other part of the arm. So that's one side. And now this will not be free floating, but can get that in. And now it's joined. Oh, let that guy drop out. There we go. And we are building up. I lost. Oh, that's where that went. Okay. Make a little assembly. We are locking down the back. I presume this will also be like a mounting point. Like, it's so good. Like, it's both structural in terms of offering rigidity, but it also helps to, what's the word here? Helps to, I don't know, give places for things to mount. Maybe this diffuser goes on the back here. Now I'm a bit worried I've pushed that pin too far. I'm a bit neck deep here. Maybe I can grab it. I don't know. Maybe that's enough. Let's cross the bridge when we get there. Okay, 1 and 2. They go. Let's put that down. They interlock there. Oh, we're building a left and a right version. So let's do them at the same time. And a blue pin, 2 of the blacks. Through it goes. And through it goes. Whoop. Okay. We got it. Doesn't look like much, but it's getting there. Very cool. And okay, so this is suggesting that they poke through like that. Is that pull rod? Is that push rod? I can't remember. Maybe they're running push rod. Oh, this seems to be, oh, that just pops in there. So this is like a universal joint, I think. And then so it can like rotate, but move around. So as the suspension goes up and down, this can go up and down, but it can still turn the wheels. The motor can still turn the wheels, or the ice. And we need 2 yellow pins. I didn't need to put the other one in. Well, I got excited. That's okay. So slip that in. We're doing that push through situation again. Only needed 1. Building up the hub here. Oh. And we want to put that in. So this also, same thing, spins, but can move up and down. I just can't do it at the same time. We have a 5 that goes in there. Oh, so this is free. So this also moves up and down. So as it goes, if it's like suspension is traveling up and down, it needs to increase the length. It can. Very nice little detail. I'm just in awe of the nice little nuances of this set. All right, so that goes in, and then we push it through. And yeah, there you can see. Is it driving? No? Why is it not driving? What's missing here? Maybe it's like this is actually sort of in reverse. So it's driving, the wheels are driving the engine ICE unit, not the other way around. So as you roll the car, you'll see the cylinders move. We'll see at the end. I think that's the logic they've got going there. Okay, now we want to attach the upper arm. So 1, 2, 3, ball joint, and a flat-ended pin thing. Okay, so they've sort of done a few things for us here. So that goes there. That goes here. I think we want to lift this up and maybe join this first. There we go. Oh, I lost the piece. I lost another piece. What was that doing? What was that meant to be doing? We will find out. That goes through there. And wait and see, and then hold the yellow piece there, and then we want to push through. And we've locked in one side. What about the other side? Hey, but look. We have rear suspension, control arms. I don't know if you can see. Oh, this way you can see. So you can see as you push, there's compression. So good. And did I lose anything? No, it looks pretty symmetrical. All right. Oh, that was an assembly. Ha. Oh, I've got to put a pin here. See what I mean? Doesn't hurt to double check. And then that goes through here. We've joined the top and the bottom. That was what we were meant to do. Although it doesn't say to push through yet. Now it tells you to push through. Sort of instinctive, but anyway. Counterintuitive to not do it. So that pin goes through the top. And now we've joined this left side. Or right side from the driver's view. Very nice. You can see it pulling out the... There it is. It's rotating that little grey thing we put in at the beginning. And that's pushing on the shock. I can keep demonstrating that all day long. I love watching inboard shocks work. I've already put that in. So let's put the pin in. We're prepping the bottom. Control arm. Okay, building the hub for the other side. In you go. Spin. You go here. You go there. And then so we should load it in first. Makes it a bit easier. Oop. And then push the pin through. Okay. This guy's just hanging out. I'll put him in the corner there. And what next? Next page. Let's follow the instructions this time. And we put the pin at the top there. Preload the pin. Yeah, I guess these are kinds of pins or different kinds of pins. We take this guy. And I need this one. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. Let's attach this first. That seems to be a bit... There we go. Just free floating. So attach that first. A grey pin. Oh. Okay. That side through. And now... piece hiding with another piece of the same color. Always gets me. In we go. Now we have 2 working rear suspension arms. Okay, let's finish off the pieces from bag 3. So the grey goes down that way. Adding how many of these? 1, 2. Nope, just the one. Where does it go? Did I miss a step? I did. I got too excited. So that goes in here. And then these 3 fit through there. And here we are. Okay, this piece oriented that way. Red pin. This is like a stabilizing the whole thing. And then you push that through. Very cool. We have 2 of these left. They go either side. Where and how? Yes, okay, they just go into there. Sometimes as the assembly image gets more complicated, my brain struggles to see these things. But it's okay. We are not in a hurry. Okay, let's... Another layer of rigidity support, which is really cool. Or I could build the McLaren F1 car next. And then we could sort of relive the build and see if they changed much from that. Because I think it was the McLaren, then the Mercedes, and then the Red Bull and the Ferrari were released at the same time. Okay, they're both in. It's at the end of bag number 3. It is. Ooh. Engine build. Do we want to call it quits now or? No, let's go for bag 4. Well, let's see how far we get into bag 4. All right, let's crack it open. Just going to adjust the lights a bit. Everything's washed out. Okay. A bit more light. That's something I'm still learning here, is how to properly light this. So I've got this frame thing where I mount the lights, but it would be nice to have, I don't know, I just need to maybe find the right attachments. Okay. Oh, I don't want to jump the gun here, but this might be not too long, actually. Might be finicky because you got to build up. That's a cylinder head. I'm presuming in these bags are the cylinders themselves. So I'm just going to, let's separate those out. 1, 2, 3. This is a V6. Yeah, these are the sort of the ends. We have a gear there. Pins. Now brackets. This is, I don't know if this is pretty standard, how Lego does piston engines in the cars, even like the other Corvette models, or what did I build? Was it a Corvette Camaro? Maybe it was a Corvette. Also has a similar sort of engine building technique. I think they use clear. Maybe we'll build it one day and we can see how it is. Okay, that is all the pins. Aha, we have the rods. Oh, I'm going to put them over here. And we have the pistons. Okay. Oh, okay. What are they called? Not camshaft. That's something else. That drives the timing of the valves that open and close to let air and exhaust in and out of the engine. What are these cranks? Crankshaft? No, that's the thing that this attached to, and it like spins them like up and down. It looks funny, but I think the crankshaft is the thing that joins this. That's what failed in Lewis Hamilton's Mercedes in 2016 at the Malaysian Grand Prix. How do I know? I was there, but also afterwards, the reports of what went boom. It was a bit sad. Ironically, that year, the slogan from the title sponsor Petronas was keeping you cool when things get hot. And it failed to keep the engine cool enough to stop the engine from detonating. So it in fact did not keep them cool when things got hot. Because he was really pushing. What's really interesting if you go to a race is you can actually see the pace. Like it's one thing to see on the screen like 20 seconds and then the camera's looking down the track and then a car appears in 20 seconds. But when you're stationary and it sort of passes you, something will pass and then you wait the 20 seconds and then the next thing will pass. And then you really can see how fast or how slow that was. And Nico was, he was hustling that day. So he was just lapping so much faster than every other car because those two were like the fastest that year. And you could see the pace. Every lap he would get closer. And where I was sitting, I could see a good chunk of the back straight, the back complex and the back straight. So people coming out, coming to that, you could see them slow down and for corners. And yeah, it was remarkable. It's so cool how like the different ways of visualizing it. Okay, so that's getting built up. What do we need? We need another one of these. Aren't these cute? This is the piston heads. Like, they are so cute. Look at that. So cute. And we need one of these long ones. Okay. Piston head. This guy. One of these. 2 more of those. 1, 2. Oh, there's one. Have I lost the other one already? No, it's over here. And that goes into there. So if you ever watch engine build videos, this is a crankshaft. It's one piece, or I don't know. Usually it's like machined or something. Could be multiple. I don't really know the different kinds. And these are attached two half circles, and they clamp together, and you bolt them down. But this is a very elegant way of doing it without the complexity, and you get the timing offset. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, it's very cool. So you get the different firing order. I'm not going to pretend I know what that will be for this, but hey, piston time. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Whoop. Doesn't work if you put it on backwards. It's kind of fun just to dangle them everywhere. Whee! I don't know if you can see it from upside down, but yeah. You'll see it in a sec. We'll put it in something. So let's lay it out. I love this one-to-one. So we want it to lay that way. I'm not going to be pedantic and, well, I will. I'll point all the holes up. Okay, so we want 3 blocks. Cylinder heads, cylinder bores. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we get one in the middle. Put the pins in the middle one. What is up and what is down. So we want this. It's got like a little divot. So we want it that way because I guess this is the bottom. And we feed the pistons from the bottom. And that's exactly what we're going to do. So that's there. And then we'll take one side. Whoop. Let's see if I can do it in the air. Hey, that fit really well. Like there. Oh, it's better if you sort of do it upside down. All right, that's in. Oh, now we want to flip it upside down and start building building the ends. And this, I guess, helps mount it all. What am I doing here? So that's down, that's facing that way. We want these to be on this side. Taking which one? This guy. 2 of these. And we want the long pins. They go at the bottom. What? Uh-huh. So that goes through the middle. I can show this step here. It's a little bit tricky looking. Okay, that goes there. And there. Hey, and we've stabilized one side. You can see now. We rotate, you can see the, well, it's a bit stuck. Ah, so that sits in there very nicely. And I guess these will rotate. And you can see the pistons moving. It's much cooler when it's finished. So let's keep building it. But yeah, you can sort of see how it's built up. Oh my God, I'm losing these pins. Okay, now we assemble the other 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we have 3 more. Once again, upside down. Oh, so we hang them. Sort of show you, sort of slip it in that way, but I hang it upside down, and in it goes. And 1. And let's lock this one in. 2. What? Stuck. Hey, so good. Okay, keep going. Don't get distracted. It's too easy to get distracted with this. Let's keep building it the right orientation to the instructions. So these pins go in. And this is a fun little thing. So we make 2 of these. We need to make 2 assemblies. And that's with these parts. Okay, so what are we doing? Let's face them inwards. Orientation is important here. So they build that way. Okay. And these, whoop, butterfingers today. These go into here. Yes. Oh, did I did this wrong. I oriented this one right, but not this one. So simple fix. Pull out and rotate. Pull out and rotate. Okay, that's done. And we flip it around. What do you know? Did I not? Oh no. Jeez. Look at me thinking I didn't do something, but I haven't, because that's what I have to do in this step. Ooh, and this mounts and it goes into there. So it doesn't need that much. Hey, that's great. See that? It doesn't need that much. Just the tip is enough. Let's see if I can pull it out a bit more. Nope. I think that's going to be all I can get. So in that goes. In that goes. What's cool about this is Formula One cars are kind of built this way too, where the engine and the gearbox are structurally integral to the rear end. So it used to be that engines sort of sat in the front, and then I don't know what generation, 60s maybe, I don't know if it was the Lotus cars, popped the engine behind the driver and built the car around the engine, and the engine was holding, like, you know, this. And so I don't know, the gearbox is what you mount the control arms to in a Formula One car. I think that's the case, but yeah, welcome to Fact Check. Okay, we've now attached it. Yes, I've made sure that's connected. So if we, hey, so we can spin this. You can see the pistons moving. It's so good. I'll do it slowly. So interesting. I thought like this, and this. So these two fire together. These two fire together, come up. But then the timing is a little bit different. So when this is at the top, that's at the bottom almost. And they're about halfway. Yeah, so they're not the same. They're a little bit off timing-wise. Not sure if that means more horsepower. That would be quite interesting. You know, I wish we measured cars in cow power. That would be quite cool. But I think horsepower is, I don't know, sounds cooler. But cow power sounds pretty cool. Okay, that goes there and there. Making an assembly. One of the L's, 2 of the blue pins. and they go onto here. Oh, this is nice. This is a nice touch. So you can actually like position instead of eyeballing it. Although I do take some pride in being able to eyeball this stuff. Okay, let's eyeball it. Let's go. What's that, half? So this is me eyeballing. This is me measuring. Not bad. Am I off? Oh, a little bit off. Let's push it across a little bit. Doesn't really matter. It sort of works itself out in the end. Okay. So orange. This piece, blue skier. Brown pin. I wonder if this is the shifter mechanism. Okay, so that goes through. Oop, blue pin goes through there, through the back. Okay, and then these two slip on. Is it the shifter? What is this? Let's just find out. Okay, and that goes. Oh, I only need one of those. You know, sometimes I pick the part and then I just take it from the pile anyway. I don't know if it's just me being absent-minded. Maybe that's part of the fun. Okay, they're in. And we want to take the other side and close this off. Can I get the pins in line? Yeah, this red one. There we go. Yep. No. Yep. We got it. Oh, we don't got it. Got captured underneath. Oh, that's an easy fix though. Okay, now it's the right way. We're building up this assembly. Have you ever watched mechanics build an actual F1 car? It is insane. Like when they have a crash, I don't know if you can appreciate how much work has gone into it and like the faces, but they're kind of, I guess, expecting something bad. I guess it's really bad to say that. And then they just sort of get used to it. And they're like, all right, we just have to work harder tonight kind of thing. But I wonder if the teams like factor that in the way they plan. Ideally, you don't have a crash because, you know, it's so much time and it's so hard on the mechanics and there's so many races now. And with the cost cap, they can't have as many people. Otherwise, you could have like 3 crews that you just swap out. So I think they've got to keep like, there's some limitation on the amount of people they bring to track as well. Let's go a bit more. Whoop. Sliding around. Okie dokie. We need 2 of those. And we need a second one of these. We've got 2 of the red pins. Okay. So this goes through there. And through there. And we lock it in place. This is the shifter. Is it? Is it? I can't remember the Mercedes build that much. Like I think I just remember putting some of the stickers on, but that's about it. Okay, and that sits in there with those pointing up. Looks like that. And then we repeat. So we get 2. One of the grey collars. We have this, and we have, where's the little black piece? Oh, I already took it. Of course I did. Look at me go. 1, whoop, sliding away. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 pieces. And now it slots in here. And here. This is nice. So I will show you the page. So they print like a scale so you can align it properly. Let's see how this goes. Let's see if I can get this on camera. So, okay. Here we have the end. What does it want us to do? So the shifter goes here, which means it mounts this way. Is that right? Yes. Okay. So that blue piece has to finish above this piece. And this yellow axle thing. Ah, an axle. Maybe that's what it is. Yeah, let's call them axles. Has to go above this. And then this has to go inside the shift. So maybe we put it in neutral. It's quite finicky. It wants to spin. Do the red ones want to go in? Yes, they do. Okay. That's how it drives it. Hey, we are cooking. All right. What is that for, though? Is that meant to be like... Is that meant to be the supercharger? Is that the turbos? Is that KERS? Wait, is that KERS? Kinetic Energy Recovery System? So we turn the wheel. It's in neutral now. So we can turn this. You see it turning. The pistons don't move. Flick it. Look at that go. Ah, you beauty. And then the turbos are spinning. It's a bit of slip there. What's going on? Is it just not enough? Trying to work out, like, is there enough? Maybe there's too much friction somewhere. And then we shift it down. And they'll spin a lot slower. I think. There's slip somewhere. Oh, it's here. I think because there's a bit of play in the gearing. So if you're not smooth in delivering the power. So let's turn it at a constant rate. This looks like it's spinning faster. Spinning slower. Yeah, cool. Okay, we'll leave it in neutral. That was the shifter. Now, L's. 1L, 1T, 1 black, 1 through pin. I believe stabilization we're making. So there's an assembly here. T in the middle. Blue at the end there. And we push through and click. Where does that go? It goes onto the end here. Mounts there. Okay, so that stabilizes it. We build one for the other side. So we have an L, a T, a long blue, and a black pin. Axles and pins. I like that. Yeah, these are used for axles. Whereas these are like joining pins. Studs? No, pins. Yeah. Took me a while. I got there. All right. One off. What? Okay. So we had a bit of structure. Yeah, this is like, this came loose a bit actually. It's a bit floppy. So there's more to come, I believe. Okay. It's getting quite big, a little big for this desk actually. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1 at the end here. And then 1 on the other side of the blue. 3 in between. And repeat on the other side. 1 and 2. Okay, 2 pins, 1 there. Oh, this is still flexy. 1 pin there, another pin here. Ah, ooh. Now we bring them together. So, what is going on here? Does that have to go over like that? Looks like it. Yeah, because that's pressing up. And then these 4 pin, this triangular, 4 of these triangular things. Where are they going into? Oh. Okay, it's that way. Okie doke. So maybe we do 1 first. I think that goes there. Is that right? Yes, and then the red and the black go in the middle here. Okay. And let's repeat for rigidity. Whoop. And we do it the other side. Can we do 3 at once? Oh, it's a bit tricky. There we go. Helped it in a bit. Hopefully there's more pins to lock this down. Hey, but that worked. So now it's sort of loosely joined. Yeah, it's quite long. It's a big car. And then we still have the wings, the rear diffuser. But that is now joined, I believe. Yes. Okay. And now some reinforcements. So we put 5 stud, 5 stud, 5 hole. That's 5 holes. Is that the same as 5 studs? Maybe. 1 and 2. So this interlocks at the bottom here. And these lock in at the top. 1 for that side and 1 for this side. Okay. I am going to make some room so we can actually see me assemble this instead of looking at a pile of parts. I think I need to get little troughs or little bucket things. Bins, trays. Let's put you aside. We don't need you at the moment. Bring you over here. Okay. There we go. Wow, this thing's big. Where were we? Red pins. So we've pinned that up. Now we want to put these 1, 2, 3, 4. We need 4 of them. I wonder if it's worth having the digital instructions so we can flip through on the screen at the same time. I'll look into that. I know you can do it with an iPad or a phone app, but it would be cool to have a little picture-in-picture of the instructions. on the screen as we go. Yeah, and actually would give me more building room. Every day we get better. Small incremental progress. It's all you need to do. Whatever you can do today that's a bit better than yesterday. All right. So I guess the driver would be here. That's going to be the seat position. Barge boards there, or here, pods, airbox, inlet top airbox. Oh. There we go. In we go. Put that to the side. So we need 2 of these L's for blue pins. Thought something was hiding there. Okay, we're building one this way and one another way. So it looks like we want to push through for the inside out. That can go on the left or the right or away from me, and then in and through. And that, where does that go? That goes at this piece here. So is that right? No, that's not right. That's not right at all. What am I doing? Ugh. I think I need a snack. All right. There we go. That's the point you're meant to. What are we joining here? Black pieces. Okay. And then again on this side. This is kind of a bit awkward because this is not like, I don't know if you can see that's still flexy. So there's something we need to do at the bottom, I guess. And maybe this is it. Or we're building out the first side pod. So we need one of these. One of these. Why is it rotated? So the image here, it's rotated. I guess because it's can be fixed 2 ways. Okay, there it is. Let's get all the pieces. One of these, 4 of these pins. Yeah, these orange pins are quite interesting because they let you, I guess, extend like that and gives you more joining options. So quite a good development piece they've added there. Okay, 1 stud. Now we need a axle mixed with a pin axle and 1 of these and 2 of these. No, I've already got that. Okay, let's start building. So we want the orientation to be that way. Pop that in here. Studs this top and bottom. Sometimes even my brain gets confused which way, what goes which way in terms of the orientation, like the arrows. My brain sees it as like this, but reality, if you follow the line, it's this. But yeah, funny how the brain works. Okay, so that goes in, pushes through. Is it aligned? There it is. In we go. We build an assembly here. So axle pin goes through. 1 space. Pin goes there. This goes through the axle. And it mounts. Clever. So first the pin goes in that way. Hi, Alexandria. Yes, it can be confusing. But I guess it's good for the brain to get challenged like that. Welcome to the stream. Really cool to hang out with you again. We've done bag 3. We're now on to bag 4. Hey, that's pretty rigid. Like, these are little building techniques. Like that through pin thing allows you to fix 2 different directions. And okay, 1. Have I done that already? Yes, I've done this one. Now we enter here. So I'm putting a pin here. I think this is the beautiful thing about the Technic sets, though, is like the complexity. I think when we build the space shuttle, we'll be able to see good, bad for the blood pressure, good for the brain. I agree. I should wear a heart rate monitor. Maybe one of these builds I'll wear a heart rate monitor, and then we can see my like live heart rate. Extreme building. Okay, so I think that goes under or through. So where does this go? This guy goes onto these pins. So we want that one to go onto the red. Does that make sense? Yes, it does. Okay. Yeah, I had these like brain heart thingies when I was building the crane, because it was just like CAD drawing assemblies of like this, but it was like this big, like it was this complex gearbox thing, and I had to double check everything because I didn't want to come back and do it again, if that makes sense. What? Push something in? What am I missing here? Did I not? What were we saying about blood pressure? I didn't put one at the top here. There we go. Now we got some strength. Hey, finally the engine. But yeah, it's really cool how they like mimicking actual Formula One car where the gearbox and engine are structural to the rear end. I was just saying earlier that it would be cool to have a picture-in-picture of the instructions so everyone could follow along. And maybe I could build off the screen and I get a bit more desk space. I do love the books. I would love to make like a library. Maybe I need to make a shelf of all the instruction books. But right now, all the books live with the sets if I've packed them up. Okay, so rotate the thing back. And we want to build the support for the other side. So how is that oriented? To use that way. Let's get all the pieces. One of these, one of those. Whoop. 2 of these. 1 of these. 1 of these. And 2 of those. Yeah, Harry Potter sets. I don't know if you were there when I was mentioning it. I built the burrows with my wife for our advent calendar last year. Maybe I could. Well, I don't have the bags anymore. Oh, I do have the bags, but I don't remember what goes in what. But yeah, the burrows is super cool. I haven't built too many Harry Potter sets. I don't necessarily know if it's my favorite theme. Like, I love Harry Potter. I grew up reading them. I kind of grew up, gonna sort of show my age a bit. I grew up with the books. So the first books I read when I was 12, I read 1 and 2 at this like concurrently, no, subsequently, one after the other. So they were, I think I was 12 when Harry was 10, that kind of thing. And then a book came out every couple of years and I just sort of kept getting older. And when the final book came out, I think I was 20 something, 21, 22. So I started, I guess I was 2 years older or 3 years older than Harry as it went through. It was cool. Very emotional. The last book was just, it's so boring to watch them like walk around or read about them walking around. Yeah, anyway. I have been playing Hogwarts Legacy. That is fun. Like, just, I don't know if you've played it. You just get to fly around on a broom, and the music is so soothing. Okay, come on. There we go. And let's lock that in. Oh, jeez. There we go. I didn't lock this one in on the inside. Hey, it's getting stronger. And then we need this long piece and one of these. Which way does it go? We want the U's facing me. 2, 4, 5. 2, 4, 5. What? Is the sorting hat? Is that what you mean? The brown one has a voice brick? Wow, that is really cool. Apologies if my replies are a bit delayed. I've got a buffer on so we have better screen quality. I don't have the fastest. I don't have the slowest internet. Oh, jeez. Come on. This is the thing about Technic. It's like, it's not just like interpreting the instructions, but there's also like this level of physical dexterity that you need. There we go. Sometimes it just goes in. Other times it fights you. I don't know if there's a better way of fixing them together. Oh, times 2. I have to make 2 of them. Okay. There we go. Does it matter which way it faces? I guess not. I'll face it the same way. 2, 4, 5. So like the U. Oh, can we see it? Can we see it? The U is facing outwards. All right. Now we have structure. Okay, the red goes here, but there's these pins at the back. So maybe it's easy to get the back pins in first. Because like as much as, there it is. As much as I want to brute force this, it just won't. Hey, now we've got a much more solid thing. Oh, all good. I understood when you said talking hat. My brain had to check what that was. Because there's a lot of talking things in that universe, reality. Okay. Pins 1, 2. So they go 1, 2. Oh, right in front of the. What goes in there? I wonder. We will find out. Like, why won't that go through? There it is. There we go. Blue piece, 2 of these. I see that goes through here. So it goes in that way. Whoop. Through this side here. I really need to sort my lighting out. Second back. Okay, so I didn't put it in the right way. Geez, I think my desk is not big enough now. Okay. In they go. Now we have a crossbar. Oh, bag 5. Whoop. I'm going to grab some water. I'll be right back. And then we'll start with bag 5. Okay, and I'm back. Book of Monsters. Oh yeah. Is that the one Ron has to jump on? The owl, the Hedwig one was super cool. I think it was like he was on like a pile of letters or something, and the wings actually flapped. Kind of reminds me. I kind of want the lighthouse set. I think the Lego Ideas series is also something very interesting for me. Yeah, I haven't taken a look at the current selection of Legos coming out. I just saw it. The only thing I saw was the space one, the Space Shuttle Carrier 747. Oh, I think that's on my list. Also, the Artemis set I'd love to have, but I might only be able to pick one. Let's see. Oh. It's a bit of a smaller bag, actually. Okay, let's get the little pieces out. What set is the most exciting for you? Is it the Harry Potter stuff? They got any big ones, or is it just more like smaller stuff? I know they did the diorama things for a while. Okay, we are halfway through. Well, beginning the halfway mark, I guess. Okay. Oh, Book Nook. Maple Tree set. I'm gonna have to look this up afterwards. As I'm winding down, I'll Google the new sets. That sounds really exciting. Is it like a forest? Okay, so that goes there. Pops through here. Yeah, is that the train scene where he's like holding back the train, right? I wonder if they'll do the one where he's holding the ferry together. Is it the Coney Island ferry, the orange one? That would be a huge set. I wonder if someone's done a diorama. Okay, so take the axles out. So I don't have to go fishing. There is a grey axle somewhere that I need. Where are you? What? Have I lost you? It's not in the bag. Oh no. Okay, let's tidy a bit. Maybe it's hiding somewhere. Do I have a 5? like the bonsai. That would be pretty cool. Where is this grey? Is it right in front of me? Are we missing a piece? Oh no. Are we actually missing a piece? Oh no, it's found it. What is that? Have you ever seen that thing where there's like a bunch of people dancing or bouncing a basketball? No, I can't remember what it was. But a bunch of people bouncing a basketball and then like a gorilla walks through. It's cognitive blindness, or I'm looking at it, was right there. But that's a relief. I don't have to write to Lego. They got a really good service though. If your set doesn't have a piece, you can just write to them and they'll send you out the replacement. So cool, because basically your set would be toast. What am I doing? I'm trying to attach these two. I need to put this into the orange piece. And I need to make two of them. Maybe I should pay attention to the instructions. Losing that piece frazzled me a bit. As you say, the blood pressure went up. Look, it's not. The bonsai set is not crazy. It's just repetitive because you've got to build the leaves, right? You got to build so many leaves. Let me see if I've got it. I'll grab it. One sec. Look at the little froggies. They are so cute. So it's not that it's difficult per se. It's a bit dusty. That's a bit gross. It's these are repetitive. So they are two of these, and then you put the froggies on, and it's a bit like Lego Technic. Like it's a bit mind numbing. And then the rest of it is pretty straightforward. You can't really see it under it, but like there aren't that many pieces. So I don't, yeah. Well, don't touch it, I guess. I'm not really touching it. But even if it's handled, it depends how you pick it up. So I pick up things by the base where it's the strongest. If you try and pick it up from the trunk, yeah, maybe. But I would be too scared of the bottom dropping out, and then all these are loose. And that would just go everywhere. And that would be a nightmare. So, not gonna, yeah. But it's definitely a shelf queen or king or prince. Mooding for scale. Oh, okay. I shouldn't tip this. I'll put this back. 1 second. Hang out with Mooding. Oh, maybe Mooding can lie down. Yeah. So there are some sets. It depends what you want to do. Like if you really want to play with the set, I don't know if like different series are better for play. So some of these, I think the botanicals are not really for play, but they're more for display. And some of the, like, I think a lot of the Technic sets are quite good for play because they're built really well. They're designed and engineered in a way that they stay together. But most of the time, those Technic sets are geared around vehicles. So also depends the kind of like play you want to do. Like, I think, I don't know about the Lego Ideas. Generally, they're also a bit more display. Yeah. It's just, I don't know, a bit sad. It'd be interesting if they were more playful. Like the space shuttle, for example, you can pop the wheels down and all this, but it has, and then you can like mount the satellite, and you can take the satellite in and out, and you know, the Hubble telescope. I think it's the Hubble. So there are sort of options there. Okay, this goes onto the yellow. Oh, it goes there. And then in. Nice. We're building up the side box, side pods. Not side pods. The head thingy. That where the driver's head is, there is. Bring it into frame. Yeah. Yeah, I've never really thought of Lego as something I play with anymore. I used to a lot. I had some of the space sets from the 90s, and they were fun. I would recreate it. Yeah, that 3. Have you built the dog yet? I low-key want to build the astronaut, but I want to build the dog first, and then I'll build the astronaut. Because space dog's much cooler for me. In that sense, it's like, if we won the lottery, I'd get 2 of them and build 1 of each, and then be like astronaut with space dog. Because I think dogs went to space before humans, or was it monkeys that went to space before humans? So it would kind of be more true to life and reality. Okay, what is this going on about? So it has a cut in. So this is what the instruction, like, look at that. That's like brain melting if you're not fully awake, which I am not. So it goes in somewhere. It goes in here. And that is what turns the wheels. All right. Hey, we're building up the airbox, head support, neck support. Okay. Let's get the 3 pieces. It goes through there, and it goes through here. Yeah. I used to love astronomy stuff when I was a kid. I still love astronomy stuff. Who am I kidding? That hasn't changed. And actually, yeah, like Lego set wise, the space Legos. Now they've come out with like the series of space Legos last year or the year before, because they were sort of like teasing it, dropping sets every now and then that were space related. I bought like the space shuttle, not the space shuttle, the International Space Station set. I haven't built that yet. They had the Saturn V. I think that was so popular, and then I'm so happy they did the space shuttle, and yeah, it's. I think they realized people are sort of really excited to build them, which is really cool. No, I want a red one. There we go. Yeah, It's really cool. And there's the one with the planet spinning. What's that called? There's a name for it. It's an actual thingy, mechanical clockwork thing. That's super cool. I don't know if I have that set. I don't think I do. I'd love that set. So many sets I'd love to have. I don't buy lottery tickets. I think I'd rather put every penny I have into Lego sets. But maybe it should be one of those on a whim. We need two. Oh. There's special detail. Why do they focus on this? Like they've put a circle around there. I like how they draw your attention. Like that's another layer. Is there a difference? I don't know. I'm just gonna do this. Okay, because I guess with this you could do it this way. And that's incorrect. You need to do it this way. So the axle thingy goes from the to the bottom there. I'm not pushing them through yet. All right. I once met someone who made them out of real, like metal gears and stuff, and I saw them his builds, and they were insane. He was building very complicated ones, and he was like hand cutting the gears himself. Was really amazing. Like that is craft, you know, high levels of skill and years of practice and refinement. Okay, so we preload it. Yeah, it was super impressive. He'd built something for, I think it was Petronas in Malaysia. He was based in Australia. Okay. These little flaps. Okay. Is that the back or the front? Oh, that's annoying. Okay. So this faces outwards. So me being me, I'm gonna flip them so we don't see. There's a little pin hole. So I'm gonna rotate it so we don't see the pinhole. Because that would irk me a lot. Would bother me quite a bit. Not that I'd probably notice it, but I probably would notice it. There we go. So let's flip it around. I don't think the instructions really care about these sort of details. I don't think many people care about these sort of details. Okay. And which way are we going? We're going this way. Now, where were we? We have that. Now we're putting... which way do we want? Oh, we want to push these all the way through. Okay. Okay. Build here. And yeah. I wish I could ignore this sort of stuff, but no. Ooh, I love these. I'd love to get like a big print of like a technical drawing of Lego Technic. That would be kind of cool as a piece of art. Just stick it up on the wall. That's the kind of person I am, I guess. Okay. So that sits there. Have I missed a step? No. Okay, that locks into there. Okay. Does anything else lock in? No. It's pretty nifty. So there'll be a little gear thing. So that thing we built, we attached to the top. Yeah, that's a good trick. I sort of have to switch it off. So when, like, for example, building this whole gearbox thing, I kind of, what I try and do is orient it in the same direction. But it doesn't matter necessarily because it's going to get covered. But yeah, definitely if it's like visible, like a wall or something, then I'll like cover it up. Okay, that's next page. Oh yeah, okay, the little gear. We need a pin, an axle. Is it the right one? Yes. And then in we go. And we have steering. So this little gear is a little grip. And it drives the car. So you can roll it and turn. I wonder if anyone's like converted this into a sort of remote control car. You could maybe put some kind of motor in there to drive it. I don't know if there's any Lego motors small enough. Oh, that's the... Now what are we building? Ooh, sticker time. Sticker time. All right, let's get all the pieces out aligned. So what do we need? We need 1, 2, 3 pins. We need 2 axle pins. 1 T. 2 of these flap things. Scrolls? I don't know. And 2 of these turny things. So we have the T. 1, 2, 3. Have you built any MOCs, or are you primarily just building new sets? What do we need? We need 47. 47. Because when I buy parts for MOCs, a lot of the time it's a mix of new and old parts. I just pick whatever's cheapest. So in that mix, you get like used bricks that have maybe had a bit of a rough life, chewed by a child. But I think they do filter the bricks usually. They grade them and things like that. But yeah, you get bricks with defects. Yeah, like I was saying with the, what was her name? Statue of Liberty. They, people redid the face based on like pieces. So pieces that came in the set, and then they built up the face. And to try and actually give her a face, because it's basically like a baseball home plate. Yeah, I wonder if there's like some simple MOCs. I've never tried the light up sets, the lighting kits. That would be really cool to do, like a lighting kit. I don't know what. I mean, some of the cars, you can buy lighting sets. Okay, sticker time number 2. That's good enough. Oh, that's off. So let's peel, recenter. How's this laying down? Oh, it's a bit wonky. That's fine. Ferrari's a bit wonky right now, but let's not get into that because it's emotional for me. And I guess many people. Is there an MOC you'd really like to build? That looks really cool. I love how they actually nailed the airbox. Kind of looks like this. I never thought to look for a sticker if somebody did sell a sticker for her face. It would make sense if they did. Okay, so that's what the brown pins are for. And we slide it together. Oh, no. This is a bit tricky. There we go. We are building up the airbox. Oh, no judgment here. No judgment. We all enjoy Lego. And we all enjoy different things in life. And that's okay. But you don't have to share if you don't feel comfortable. But I hope you can one day build what you want to build. Because that would be fun. And that's the whole point. To enjoy yourself, you know? And that went there. Now we go for 2 of these. Yeah, a different view would help for these bigger sets, I think. I'll try and get this. I got a little dinky webcam. I don't know what resolution it's at, but it could do it like a picture-in-picture. Ooh, this looks like the seat. Yes, it is the seat. One of those, one of these, 2 of these. I think the MOCs I sort of really got interested in were like vehicles, so cars. Because people were making like vintage, what do you call it? Oh, Bates Motel. Ooh, that's cool. That would be super cool. Has someone made one? So I think the Speed Champion thing, I really got excited, and I found like a bunch of people on Instagram making MOCs of like vintage cars. So, I mean, I think it's cool, but some people might think it's kind of lame, but that's okay because I enjoy making them. Yeah, Bates Motel. I wonder if you could do the bird scene with a phone box. Like diorama stuff. Some of the I've seen like videos of people going to conventions or Lego what do you call it? Exhibitions, and people bring their own creations, and it's like wow. I think the kinetic ones are pretty cool. So if you could make it kinetic somehow, that would be pretty interesting. I think there was some tutorials how to make like a wave. So like the Lego, it was like a, how do I put it? Like not this, but they were all joined together and they were flexible. And then there was a mechanism that made it look like a wave. It's very cool. Oh. Am I missing a step? No. Yeah. So many amazing things that people are doing. Oh, okay. So the seat attaches here. There we go. Very cool. This is long. Trying to, does it fit? Yeah, that's long. Wow. Should get tape measure. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I didn't push this through. And oh, look at me fumble. I should finish attaching the rear hub. There it is. That was a step I missed a long time ago. I think that was bag 3 even. Okay, now the hub is all done. To err is human. So, where do these pins go? It's like, you know when the game is like, find what's different? This is what Lego does. No, I haven't watched it. I've seen some clips. I think one I saw when they released the DeLorean set, they tried to recreate it. Okay, so there. That's what's different. I don't play the what's different game. I guess I just build Lego Technic, and that's the equivalent. Yeah, it's so cool. Like, have a concept and then try and problem solve it. I heard they have to, like, when they're doing the Lego ideas stuff, so someone will come up with a concept, but then they've got to test it for heat, thermal, some other stuff. I don't know, like stress testing. Do they hold up to like high heat, cold, that kind of thing? And when you're sort of building these MOCs, you don't think about it. You're just like, how do I get the shape? You know, or how do I get the look? Yeah. What's been your favorite build on the Lego Masters? What have they done that's super cool? I should watch some episodes on YouTube if there's any. What are we building here? Okay. So that will be visible. So let's flip it. Yeah, gonna flip this. So this side will be visible. I guess I could live with that over this. Okay. So yeah, now we're building up the head support for the driver. Okay, that goes here. Three of those. 1, 2, 3. One of these and one of these. Oh, we're building up the other side and 2 of these. So we want that up the top. Okay, this is the other side now. Put the pin through. The axle. Very little axle. Hey. Coming together. And I guess they go on these brown piece here. Oh, wow. Like, it's like those toys that walk themselves when you pull them along. Yeah. Yeah, I mean there's I've seen some people do Lego bags and it's just like creating like a pattern. I think there's like hard like hard plastic handbags are sort of like that, where it's through the joint. I've seen 3D printed handbags. So I guess you could sort of also turn them into handbags with Lego. It's very cool. Wait. Oh, no. No? What am I doing here? Okay. It goes this way. Goes this way. How do I get it in there? Okay, so it goes on top of the seat. That's fine with me. Oh, oh, there we go. And then we lock it in. 1 and 2. Oh, nope. Come on. Come on, pin. Something's not aligning. This little blue pin's not going. Yeah, it's really cool. Like, it's problem solving live, you know? And I guess they've got like a certain amount of time they've got to build it in. Let's see if this... There we go. Just had to hold it from the other side. And I remember there used to be this show like Junkyard Wars, where they had to dig through the junkyard and then make a thing, a working thing, like a car or a go-kart or a boat or some sort of thing. Where do you go? You go there. Yeah, so that went through the top. Wasn't entirely obvious in the beginning. Yeah, I wonder if they get like planning time, or they just have to build as they go. And it's sort of like, this is like the way your brain, if your brain just works that way, you can just think about it in 3D and form it as you go. And it was interesting about the DeLorean episode. Some people were trying to approach it a certain way, and then they got judged on the scale and the proportion. So if it was, you know, within proportion or out of proportion, and yeah, and the complexity, and did it drive? I think there was some requirements that it had to drive. It's stressful. That's not how I want to build Lego. Like, this is that whole like combining everything, speed building, and yeah. I don't know if that came out of the Lego movie, you know, this sort of master builder thing. Or if the Lego movie got the master builder concept elsewhere and just incorporated it into the movie. Because they're building things on the fly. Okay, let's line that up with the end. Okay. I should watch the Lego movie again. Lego Batman movie is probably an all-time favorite movie. Yeah, definitely fun to watch. Okay, so we've built that. Now we want to take a long piece. Oh, this looks like the side pods, maybe. 54. It's this guy, Harman Automotive. Oh, they're getting free advertising. Well, it's not free. They paid for it, I guess. But not this. That's the whole point of tagging a whole thing, vehicle, driver, you name it. Oh. Nope. No, oh my God. Just gonna take a break. I love the fan theory that Elf and Lego Movie are connected. Is it President Business? No, what was his name? Is Elf grown up? But not because he like builds his Lego set, but then he's like a working adult sort of thing. Okay. Yeah, it's super fun. Fan theory. 7. Number 7. Collar. One of these. And a long blue pin. So they want me to do that. And then they want the sticker. So we want 13. We're in the sticker territory. 13 is here. So let's line it up with the corner there. Yeah, it goes over this. There's like a pinhole thing. Oh, that's good enough. There we go. And then we put the long pin through. Which way we go from that side. And then this goes here. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it was just something floating around Instagram about Elf. I think we have a lot of time these days. When some people have a lot of time. I think it's great though, like thinking about these possibilities and seeing those connections. Okay, we went through pins. They go on the end here. Ooh, and it mounts to the side. So it sits there. So let's see if it fits. It sort of doesn't look like much from a side profile, but it goes there. Does it go in here? Yes. So it fits 2 pins there. Into the yellow. Or maybe from the top you'll see it better. Let's see if I can do this. There we go. Oh. Pop. It's the beginning of the halo. And now we build the other side. So 2 pins. Yeah, I love that theory. There's a bunch of them. Just sort of like, what is it, childhood ruining. But I don't know if I had any specific, what's the word, stake in that outcome. Like, cool. Good for her. There was I guess it was sort of hinted at Quentin Tarantino. All of his movies are in the same sort of universe. So, for example, Kill Bill is happening in Pulp Fiction. Because the people in that are acting in that movie. It's very cool. Uma Thurman. Okay, sticker time. Oh, some static. Okay. Welcome back. Yeah, there's static on this. It's just pulling it down. I don't know if you can see it. Look. I'm not even. Oh, that's cool. It's really annoying, but it's really cool. Okay. Let's try this again. Let's try and get that on somewhat straight because it's a long sticker. Let's get a bit down. We can pivot. This also makes the blood pressure go up. I don't know if I'm stretching. I'm just pulling it. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do. Have I? Okay, it goes that way. I'm like, have I done this wrong? Bit Defender. Never used it. Yeah. Doable. Annoying. Doable. Just have to be patient, and sometimes that's hard, especially when there's like little finicky things that just want to do its own thing. It doesn't care what you want to do. That's what these stickers are. All right, number 8. We need sticker 11. Well, we're getting through the stickers. Yeah, so this is the thing. I don't know if this is the wing. So someone was cutting this, taping it, and then laying it down, and then removing the tape, and then you get like the perfect spacing. I don't know. Maybe I'll try that when we get there. Let's see what it's like. Let's see where I'm at if I have the enough cares to give. All right, and what do we got here? We want to push that pin through from that side. Put this guy through. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Little bit of arrow. Okay. This one, a collar. 3.2. I guess this might be the 0.2. And let's lock that in. We want to get this. What are we putting? Double. What's the biggest set that you built? Like pieces wise, how many pieces did it have? Okay, this goes on the other side. Hey, I think we're building side pods now. Very fun. One at a time. Okay. So we need one of these, two of these, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 of those, and one of these, and number 9. Oh, family reunion restaurant. Jeez, 1,200's big. That's a good size. How long did it take you? I'll look up the family reunion restaurant in a sec. Yeah, 1,500. Wow. Did you watch, is that from Solo, the movie? Oh, we're in bag 5 now. Welcome, Sniper. Bag number 5. Let's give you a tour. So, we've built the rear, gearbox, engine. You can select gear selector there. I don't know if you can see it this way. Let's see. And rear shocks. So good. Have you built the Millennium Falcon yet, Alexandria? And also we've added this so you can drive from the top of the car. We've started to put the sides on. Yeah, it's coming together. This goes where? This goes there. Oh, I haven't seen that cartoon yet. Everything okay, Sniper? I don't think I've watched too many of the Star Wars animations. Are you a big Star Wars fan? Thanks, Sniper. There have been some challenging moments with me not interpreting. Interpreting the instructions very well. Oh, that's good. Good idea. Give yourself space. Yeah. Yeah. This is a cork mat from IKEA. That's my space. I'd love bigger. I have a fold out table. So when I do the Titanic, I might just fold it out for that. But it would be nice to have like a dedicated building space. Original 3 movies. PFP. I know PHP. What's PFP? Is that like a VPN? No. All right. Bag 6. Should we go? What do you think? Send hearts if you want a bag 6. Oh, the camera's going nuts again. Okay, I see 1 heart. 2 hearts. Oh, the camera's having a dance party. Let's see. There's a dance if I zoom. What's up with this zoom? Maybe I need to make another. Maybe I need to get another lens, but interesting. All right, let's go. Bag 6. I think this will be the last bag for the session. Are we ASMR people? I don't know. I'm sorry, that was probably horrendous. Thank you for your patience. Okay, so let's push the instructions towards me, and I think we're going to build the side parts or the floor. We're going to build the floor. That's what this is. All right. Yeah, look at those. That's floor pieces. I have been going for 2 hours and 40 minutes. Maybe I'll stop in 20 minutes. Let's see. Let's see how far we get. Can always keep going with bag 6, another session. I don't know. Once you get into the flow, you kind of want to... I should go to bed. Once you get into the flow, you kind of want to keep going. All right. Let's start this bag, and I will say good night in about 10 or 15 minutes. Yeah, thanks for joining. Happy you're chilling. I mean, that's the whole point of this stream. We're just chilling, hanging out. That was the thing that got me through my burnout, was just watching people make stuff. And I just want to give back, and I just want to give people stuff to watch and make while I make. I got a bunch of other things I want to do, like remote control cars. I got some other hobby sets, things like that. But I think primarily it'll be like Lego content. Cool, man. Enjoy Grandma's. It's always a great place to be. Wow. Hopefully for you, it is. Was for me. I miss my grandma. She passed away a couple of years ago now. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, I'll say goodbye. And you can always visit this. I think the replay will be loaded as soon as the, I don't know, within a certain amount of time after the stream ends. They're pretty quick. Ah, okay. Thanks for clarifying. Am I sorting? Let's just get building. I think I was traumatized after losing that little light gray axle. Okay. Ooh, a lot of pins. Okay, we need pin and axle. We need 2 of those, and we need 4 of the black pins. 1, 2, 3, 4. Where do they go? Oh, yeah. Wow. Yeah, that's great that Lego was there. It's sort of like there's something about the process of just having to follow the steps, and then at the end of it, something exists. And it's kind of magic. I hope you're doing better these days. The burnout is real. It was quite interesting. Yeah, it kind of brought me towards this, doing this kind of stuff. I used to do this like annual university radio show just once, where I would eat snacks on the radio and just talk. And I was like, well, why can't I build Lego and do that? And hang out with people and just have fun. Because, you know, there's so much serious stuff in life. It's nice to check out in a reasonable amount way. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Okay. So I've added some stuff here. Well, it's getting harder to film or video. It's not film. There's no film. It's interesting how we still use the floppy disk as a save icon. And filming is recording moving images. All right. Let's not get too pedantic about what's the word. Let's not get lost in semantics, as they say. Okay. But it is interesting, like, how semantics have different cultural, because language is cultural. It's informed, the meanings are informed by like cultural norms, and that's not always the same. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear. Happy you have Lego and happy that's brought you some peace. It's really important that you have a bit of peace now. I go to therapy, and after I burnt out, I was talking to my therapist, and he was like, describe to me how you know, recovery is, how you imagine recovery. And I had this image of, there was the earthquake in 2011 in Japan, and one of the roads had like totally split in half, and there was a giant like gap in the middle, but the photo was before and after, and the after was like the next day the road was repaired. So I said, you know, for me, recovering from burnout was like buildings and roads and repairing. And he's like, that sounds like a lot of effort. And he said, you know, what about if you looked at it like nature? Nature just grows, life finds its way, and it's not structured, it's not forced, it's just unfolding on its own. I was like, oh, wow. Yeah. That was a big epiphany for me as well. Oh, another sticker. All right. We can do this. I believe in you. Okay. Pop that in. 32. 32. Yeah, I should actually go to bed because I've got to get up in a couple of hours to go to therapy. Yeah, it was super deep. Like, it was like brain explosion. Okay, this is how I like to do these stickers. So you sort of line them up. And this just sort of gives me a visual cue of like how far back and forwards I need to go. And then across. Let's turn up the light here. Oh, that's dark. That's too much light. So yeah, that allows me to sort of align it. And I just try my best to use my, and then this way, and I try and use my, and I can gauge how big of a gap I need to leave. So then I just think of the gap, put it down, and hope for the best. And just sort of control. There we go. Let it go. Hey, I'm pretty happy with that. Look at the edges. It's sort of even. I wonder if I can do that again. Thank you. Yeah, it is. It's helpful. It's really helpful. If it's something people can access, I 150% recommend it. Like, there's different kinds, and I never thought about it, but like talk therapy is what I go to, and that's it's really helpful for me. There's other kinds of therapy, like there's like somatic therapy, there's play therapy, it's super cool what's out there. but it's sort of working around and finding what works for you. And you kind of just have to try it on, you know, see if how it fits. Is it comfortable? Okay, so that's there. Oh, ooh, side pod downwash. And it goes into that thing. Did I? Hey. Wow. That feels stretched. But yeah, it's in. So now we're getting a bit of the shape, airflow down. And then we want to feed the back of the Coke bottle. That was nice about the Mercedes F1 Lego Technic kit. Like the you really saw the Coke bottle narrowing, tapering rear end. I think they got a bit boxier, maybe. Ah, now we're doing a floor edge. Very nice. I think I'll build this and then I'll call it a night. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. I think I should do a survey, see what time zones are good. I'd love to get regular scheduling of this, of like the hangouts. I think that would be good for me, and I think it would be nice for everyone to know what's up and when it's happening. Yeah. But it's sort of like a bit of a challenge, life challenge as well. So yeah, that's an excellent way of looking at it. Like, it is within our grasp, you know, like it is something we can control, and it's incredible how much people are just trying to control their reality because it's moving the way it wants to, whether or not you like it. And yeah, it's navigating the unknown is immense. And it's like low-key terrifying at times. It's funny when I reflect on this idea of like doing something that's within our control. And then like we were saying about the architecture sets, how boring that is because it's repetitive. So it's sort of like, okay, maybe control is not like all that it's made out to be. Like having all that control is pretty boring sometimes. So that's a sort of funny juxtaposition. Okay. Well, I mean, we could get philosophical. I don't necessarily think anything was ever really in our control other than our limbs. But I've had moments where I can't even control my limbs. So I got to a really bad burnout place where it was a combo of cognitive, mental, emotional exhaustion. And then I got COVID. Can I say that on YouTube? I got the virus. And I was done for like 2-3 months. I couldn't get out of bed. I was, what's the word? I had 45 minutes, 30 minutes of energy for like a couple weeks, 2 weeks, and then 45 minutes, and then an hour, and then an hour and a half, and then 2 hours. And it just sort of, yeah. And yeah, that really made me think twice about stuff. And as much as I wanted to do things, my body was like, no, you do not get out of bed. Ooh. Ah. Cool. Oh, damn. I hope you had some support there as well. I had my partner at home at the time, my wife. Well, we weren't married yet, but yeah, that was that was a big thing that helped. Just like food. And then I lived off microwave dinners, I think, because that's what I could muster. 21. Yeah, but I hope you're in a better place now too, and things are manageable. They don't have to be perfect, but within your resources that you have, that it's always a good place to get to. Okay, we're building the floor edge. Yeah, wow. Yeah, breathing is, I mean, yeah, if we stop breathing, we stop, but like, it's really powerful how much breathing can help us navigate ourselves and things that don't feel in control. And is that what we want? No, something goes in between. Yeah, I don't know if I learned that as a kid, how to breathe, No, you're not bringing me down. I'm good. It's just like, these are important topics and there's a gravity to them. And it could be that I finally realized that, how do I put this? Like, having value and worth to exist. That was a big thing for me. So, yeah, that's kind of a big thing. The gravity of it. Okay, so. But really good that you had a sort of innate, intuitive, what's the word? Voice guiding you there, Just breathe. Okay, we got it. Look at that floor edge. That's nice. Yeah, me too. I'm glad too. Sometimes we just have to go through things to grow and learn. And I don't know, maybe that's what I see why I'm here. Just to learn, just to go through life. The whole meaning of life thing. It's just to experience it, And I guess that's where like having awareness and being present, otherwise you're not experiencing life. You're just like a passenger. Nothing wrong with being a passenger, but you can also watch out the window. But yeah. Not following the instructions again. Because my brain is turning to mush. Okay, I'll stop in 5 minutes. I really want to finish this. Is this the floor edge finish here? No, okay. Oh, it's so tempting. It's like 6 more steps. But there's stickers. Well, there's one sticker. Okay, let's get this side of the floor done. Where was I? Putting a pin through there. Or an axle. Okay, and then we want to build this up. So, and that one, and one of these. Could do a sandwich. I'd love a sandwich. Maybe I'll make myself a sandwich. It's incredible how much brain work consumes energy, like resources. Oh, hello. Welcome. You would be correct. Okay, where am I? This way. This way. That looks right. That looks about right. It's interesting how they like layer things up. And they just, it's also a nice metaphor, like, you know, little things add up. It's like the gestalt, sum of the whole is greater than the individual parts or something. Okay, so where are we? We are there. We need a grey collar and we need number 7. We have number 7. Ooh. We are building the inlet fins for the floor. That's cool. I love that. These little details. Okay, 2 7s. Don't get carried away. Well, get carried away. This is the other thing. Like, the thing I love about Lego is all the little moments. I'm like, wow, look at that. So yeah, that's where the air flows in and then they get sucked in under the floor because they've got these ground effects cars which use which creates like, it's like a negative wing, upside down wing. So it sucks the car to the ground and glues it to the ground. And they got the big sticky tires and then they can go super fast. What is it? During the pandemic, I also bought a PS4 and I bought Gran Turismo and I bought a steering wheel. I like cars. And I got the F1 game and it was insane going from driving I used to drive a Mini, an old 70s Mini, to force me to like drive better. Because you can't run away from what is it? Speed can hide deficits, like when you can't control the car well. So you can just accelerate and make it up. So it was really interesting because I had that, and then I went to the F1 game and how rapid everything comes at you, like the track, the corners, and Formula One is insane. Like the cars just stick to the ground, but also they can be on a knife edge if you're not careful. Yeah. So that's the interesting thing about Formula One. Okay, so this goes. Look at that, like the staggered, so good. Yeah, I do like technical details. That's also why I like Formula One, because it is just a sport of technical details. As much as it is about the driver and the control and the ability of the driver, is 62. It's very much about all the pieces coming together and coordinating all the variables. And I wonder if that's why I'm also interested, like this element of control, you know. But then it's sort of, you don't have control. That's the funny thing. Okay, we won 39. Because they do all this like testing in simulators and what is it? CFD, computational flow dynamics. Is that what it stands for? And they do all that stuff. And hey, first go. Happy with that. Yeah, and then, you know, you get on track, and if you don't calibrate your variables, you just don't understand why it's not working. It's really interesting. Okay, so that, rotate that. We want a 3. Okay. I think Shamsul left. And 22 upside down. Okay, here we go. Look at that. That's a shark fins. It's kind of like there's like channels under the F1 cars. It's kind of like that. And then this is coming up to the diffuser of the rear wheel. Okay, this goes in somewhere. Have I messed up? Oh, okay. So this goes like that. I love that. So I need to rotate this until it lines up. There it is. And pop this little pin in. Oh, there it is. In we go. Really cool. Really cool. It's a great sort of imitation of the real thing. Oh, okay. Multi-point mounting. Get one wrong. They all are out of whack. Fingers crossed. Let's see how I go. All right. So where does this line up? This has to go in between. And okay, so that goes into this. So that's helpful. So it lines up like this. Lines up like that with this blue bit in the gray there. But the challenge will be getting multiple of them. It's not just that, it's also up here. Where does it go? It goes into the bottom one, so that has to come down with it. What do you know? Look at that. Now we're getting the side profile. Yeah, that's so cool. So that was a free piece, and then that attached to this, which was also a free piece. So you get basically like the ducting. Air comes through here, goes up, and then is accelerated up over the rear. What are these called? Suspension arms or control arms. And they add downforce, and then it actually flicks the air up to the rear wing. Super cool. Okay. How do we do? Well, 10 minutes over time, but that's fine. Amazing. That is halfway through bag 6. Well, thank you for hanging out. I'm going to put that there. I really appreciate that. And yeah, it was a really nice build and chill session. And I think I'm going to call all my viewers froggies now. So thanks to all the froggies that joined today. Really wonderful to hang out and really fun to build and just chill and talk Lego and other things that are important. Yeah, wishing you all a really good day and get rest when you can. You deserve it. Okay, bye-bye. Bye-bye.